What up, Virginia Jets fans? This is your president, Adam Bartolo, recording live, well, on location today. But we had to get your preview video out to you. Had a few computer issues, so we just gotta kind of do it a little bit differently. But we're going to get it done. So it is week 3. It is the 1-1 Jets versus the 0-2 Bengals. Bengals are the defending AFC champions. They're off to an 0-2 start. And here's a little stat for you. You know, since the AFL-NFL merger back in 1970, only 3 teams have started 0-3. 6 teams, have started 0-3 and came back to make the playoffs. Bengals are desperate. So the game is Sunday, 1 p.m. at MetLife Stadium. Let's break this matchup down. So when the Jets have the ball against the Bengals defense, well, the Bengals defense does not get a lot of notoriety. They don't have a lot of household names on it, but they're a pretty good unit. They're 7th in yards allowed last year. They do play a lot of zone, not the same pass rush as Baltimore or Cleveland has. They don't play as tightly against wide receivers. They usually give them a little bit of space. So some of the players I'm watching, number 91, Trey Hendrickson, very good pass rusher, off to a pretty slow start this season, doesn't have a sack yet. Sam Hubbard, number 94, is the other defensive end. He's got 2 tackles for a loss and a sack. We're going to need another step up from the offensive line this week, especially the tackles, George Fant and Max Mitchell. Got to keep Hendrickson and Hubbard in check. At linebacker, Jermaine Pratt, number 57, team-high 13 tackles. He's been a little bit limited this week with a knee injury. The secondary is interesting. You got Eli Apple at one corner, number 20, former New York Giant. That's a guy I wouldn't mind looking to exploit. But Mike Hilton is number 21. Very good cover corner, usually plays the slot, plays inside. I'll be interested to see who Hilton covers in this game. And also Jesse Bates, number 30, team captain, fantastic all-around safety, very good against tight ends and running backs. But if you get a really fast wide receiver against him, if you can isolate him, he has a little bit of trouble keeping up with that. So this is where Elijah Moore or Garrett Wilson can really come in handy. If Michael Flohr can get one of those 2 wide receivers one-on-one with Bates, the Jets can really exploit that. All right, let's flip the script. When the Bengals have the offense, well, Bengals, they tend to get off to slow starts. They have no touchdowns in the first half this season. No pass has gone more than 24 yards. And in their final 3 postseason games of last season, including the Super Bowl, Cincinnati scored just 2 first-half touchdowns. Only 2. Now, Joe Burrow, a quarterback, is off to a rough start. He's completed 57 of 89 passes, 537 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. But here's the number. He's been sacked 13 times in 2 games. 13 times. Because of that, they've got to use a lot less play action because the coaching staff of the Bengals does not trust the offensive line to maintain those blocks to allow the play to get set up. A couple guys on this line. Jonah Williams, left tackle. He's good for a few clunker plays each week. Carl Lawson. I'm looking at you, number 58. I'm expecting a big game from you. Their right tackle, La'el Collins, who came in from Dallas, missed practice this week with a back injury. Not expected to play as of right now. They also brought in at right guard Alex Kappa from Tampa, Ted Karras, the center from New England. They put a lot of money into this offensive line, and they're just not getting the results. But it's not just the passing game where they're struggling, it's the run game. Joe Mixon's a very good running back, and he's averaging 3 yards per rush this year, only 3 yards. So with this defensive matchup, I expect at least 3 sacks from the Jets this week. Now, I know it's a lot about pressures as well, but you know what? Joe Burrow's starting to get the yips a little bit. He's not expecting to be protected. The Jets have to get to him quickly. Create that doubt in his mind. Because if Burrow has the time, he's got a couple of fantastic targets to throw the ball to. Jamar Chase, number 1. Last year he had 81 catches for 1,455 yards, 13 touchdowns. You have T. Higgins, you have Tyler Boyd, very good players as well. Hayden Hurst at tight end, he's got 15 targets through 2 weeks. So let's do some blitzing early. You know, I find that the Jets defense tends to be a little bit generic on first and second down, rushing the 4 defensive linemen, playing the 7 other defensive players back and trying to cover. It's not working. So let's see some early blitzing. Let's put the Cincy offense on its heels. Don't let Joe Burrow get comfortable. That's what I need to see on defense. 1 or 2 other game notes real quick. I think getting a lead in this game is going to be pretty important. The Jets, through 2 games have led for 22 seconds total, and that was the last 20 seconds of the game against Cleveland. Cincinnati has not led at all. So I think whoever gets an early lead, it's going to be a huge confidence booster for that team. Just quick club note, we'll be doing trivia this Sunday. The topic will be the 2021 Jets season. So we will draw 3 names out of a hat. Just let me know on Sunday if you want to play. We'll pick the 3 names at halftime, and we can do some trivia. The prize will be $20 to the Jets online team store. We're going to do this 4 times this season. This is round number 1. Also, door prizes 50-50, so bring your cash. And of course, we'll be at AJ Gators Sunday at 1 p.m. I can't wait to see you there. Have a great day. Go Jets.